Morning, guys. Dressed up warm and because we're going to take Sally out for a walk, and yeah, look outside. Yay, we have a little bit of snow, not much. We have a little bit, but they forecast more. They forecast snow the whole week, so hopefully we won't get that much. I don't really feel up to having snow at the moment. I have been working on some stuff I done recently. Oh, and Lewis got my package today. It was really great. I'm happy he got it. But look at this. Yay! And similar here. Squeeze out. Cool. Do you want to go for a walk?
No.
You want to go for a walk? A walk in the snow? A walk in the snow? She loves the snow, guys. So, out walking in the snow. It's kind of pretty out here, but not too much snow though. We can still walk around normally. It's about what, 2 or 3 inches snow, like 5 centimeters, the max. We're just taking Sally out for a nice long walk. She likes the snow. She's going all crazy in it, but she's a snow dog. The beauty of her playing in the snow is that she don't get that dirty. The snow washes her off quite nicely. Nice walk down here. I hope we're not going to hear any hunters like I did last time. Obviously, I had to turn around. Because me and Sally just came out of that opening down there and we heard this gunshot. What is it? There's snow all over your face. She found something. I don't know what it is. I think it's a mouse. What is it? Get it then. Get it then. Try to do this. Look. Sally, look. There. Look. Sally, look, there. Sally, there, look, Sally. You silly dog. Look there. She's crazy. She loves the snow. I don't know if you guys can see, but my mustache is frozen. That's actually frozen. That's the condensation from my breathing. So it is kind of cold out. It's the wind that does it really cold. Right now we're in shading again, which is quite nice. But we have quite a big walk home still. We are about a little over halfway now. So it's going to be 5 kilometers in total. But it feels a lot longer when you're walking in snow because it's much harder walking in snow. All morning when Paul was up, Sally sat next to him, was like putting her paws on his chair. I want to go out, I want to go out. It's snow, I want to go out. So now she's out. It's a good long walk, so when we come back she will probably settle in for the afternoon, which would be nice. Sally, look! She likes all this deep snow. She's almost gone in it. Sally, come on, what's that? Sally, look! That was a nice fresh walk. Nice to be back home and be nice and warm. Alright, I got a couple of things to sort out today. I need to take out this mold and I wonder how much that's going to crack. I will break it over completely then myself if it hasn't done it itself. Just to so I can fix it with I try to use some special glue I have. And also I need to take all my I have a lot of veneers been dying in here. But let me get this beast out here first and let's see what's happened with the mold. Alright. So we got the top part off. The top part is never the one that breaks, it's always the bottom part. See? It's snapped. So we'll have to try and fix it. So this is like a good reminder for you, Lewis, to be very careful when you do this, because the molds do snap very easily if you're given too much pressure on the wrong way. And it happened to me. This is like the second time it happened in total. and it's mostly because you over tighten, really. But you can, I haven't tried gluing this with the glue I got now, but I will try and do it. But this here, I need to take off this stuff here. Now let me introduce you to Gavin's deck. Very different, but really nice. Alright, so let's try and glue this. I use CA glue, which is like a hobby glue, normally also used for RC planes and hobby parts and stuff. Like it's basically just a super glue, which is really thin. And I'm not sure if this is gonna work because it's the first time I've done it. But if it doesn't work, what my other plan is that I will try and drill a hole into the mold and add a piece of metal, and I will glue that into it. But now I'm going to try and do this first, and we'll see if that works. Put that together and squeeze so the glue comes out. I'll probably have to use something to remove the glue on the actual inside of the mold, so that doesn't do anything. I can do the same all over. Just spread it out. Here as well, and there. So I'll leave that to dry now for a while, and we'll see if it holds. If it holds, I'll let you know. If it doesn't hold, I will probably also tell you. Wow, the glue is running. I got glue on my fingers now, which is not very nice because CA glue is very runny and thin. I managed to glue the mold, and it looks fairly strong. I won't pull too hard on it, but it looks like I fixed it. The crack is right there. You can't see it properly. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But it looks like it's holding up. So what I'm going to do now is, because this is completely uneven, that's probably why it's all cracked. I'm going to be sanding that up and shaping that so it's completely even. And doing the same with the other side, so it'll have equal pressure all over. As you guys know, I am making decks, and I'm also getting new molds shortly. Hoping to start selling decks like a company, and I want to do both graphic decks and split ply, and sometimes also hand drawn decks. It's like I'm not really gonna just stay with one thing. I wanted to make like a nice packaging for it, and I was first thinking about taking, like, you know, if you have like let's say you have like a piece of paper and you fold it in double, and then you just have a plastic baggie and you put the board in the baggie and a couple of extra things, stickers, stuff like that, and you just take this folded paper on top and clips it on with two of those metal clips or whatever it's called, and then you have a bag like that. It's a good idea, and it's simple, and it's easy to make it look very impressive. But I wanted to go a further step with something, so I've been working something up. I used Illustrator and sat and measured up last night. So what I came up with is this. It has been made before, and I've seen it both in for USB holders. If you buy a USB stick, the stick is like normally wedged in between two pieces of cardboard, something like that. This here is for the sleeve, which goes around the actual thing. Then this here is the actual casing, or the box. Also made in Illustrator. Everything I made in Illustrator and printed out myself. And yeah, it turned out quite well. This is the first printout. Well, actually the first test I had was here. I'm going to just show, this is when the whole thing is folded. This is what I came up with when it was folded. A box here. It looks like a nice box, and let me just try and open it so you guys can see. So the box looks like this, and when you can open it, it's like hollow inside, so you can like put stuff inside, and then not only put stuff. I'm gonna show you, this is just paper. I want to make it, if I'm gonna make these, they're gonna be make in poster board or something definitely harder, because paper is just too soft and flimsy. This is just a prototype. But what you do is, then you can take your deck like so, and okay, if you can see there's like a hole in there, in that piece there, and the same on the other side. So you can take your deck and just put the nose into there and do the same with the tail. So you see, like, it's like that. So both, so both the nose and tail are inside those little paper grooves, like so. And then you fold these tabs up here, like so. And then you can fold down the actual lid. I have to do it this way because it's on paper. Had it been in cardboard, it would be much easier. So now I can just turn it over. Wow, that didn't hold very well. It's the problem with the paper, it's being so flimsy. Try and lift it up maybe this way. And there we go. So now now the deck is nicely put in there, and when you can see down there, when the grooves is or the deck is inside the grooves, it shouldn't move, and it'll just stay nicely in there, and it's got a hollow underneath to put stuff. I have also made one with the actual sleeve on, which I have taped on because, yeah, well, I didn't want to glue it, but you can see that down here, maybe you can't see it, but in here there's two hole thingies, and I can just put my finger down the end and slide out, and out comes the deck. So look up, heads up, new packaging from Isolil comes soon, or Micah's Fingerboards. Really excited about this. I need to figure out where I can have it made and how much it's gonna cost, but yeah, it is awesome. Alright, so there we have it. As you can see now, I added a little piece of wood to each part of the mold, and that's really what you need to do to try to protect it a little bit. Let me try and put it in the mold and give it a little squeeze and see how it says now, if it's going to crack the same place. I'm not going to over tighten, I'm just going to give it a little squeeze and just make sure turn right way, that's it. So now I'm just tightening in, and we'll see. Alright, just need to align it so we know that it's completely straight as can be. That's it. Alright, let me just try and tighten as I normally do, and we'll see if that pops out again. That's how much I squeeze it. No more, and the gluing seems to hold. And that's a good squeeze, so perfect. So I fixed my mold again just by using CA glue. And also, if I want to do a trade, I got this mold here which I need to make the other half of. That will also be traded. I need to correct the tail a little bit. Can you see how it's like bending a little bit? It's like, if I put it down here, it goes a little bit up that way. So I need to correct that. The other end looks fine. That's good enough. But down here we have a problem, and that's what I'm going to correct. But this can possibly also be done for a trade, if anyone wants to. A deck, some veneer, some of my other decks where I can make. If anyone has another penny in good condition they want to trade, possible a trade either. But if you just need the mold and maybe some veneer, we could possibly figure something out with a nice big set of Posca pens in a different size than the ones that I'm gonna get from Gavin. I took the veneers out of dye, now they're drying, and that's why they look a bit pale in the color. But I don't know how bright they're gonna be, because there's different veneers I used this time. The last time I used some very light veneer. This is like a slightly darker veneer, so the colors are probably going to be a lot less vibrant. Like if you see these colors I got over here, these are really nice and bright. It's nice. I like those colors very much. But it's the same dyes, but it's different wood, so you can see that. But you can't really count on this here, because there's like two colors. Like this is when it's wet, and this is like when it's slightly drying. So I can't see it until tomorrow when everything is completely dry. Alright, so I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take care. Love you all. Stay awesome and epic. And please go and visit my Facebook side. You can sign up. There's nothing really much on there at the moment. I will in the future, or from now on, starting putting some pictures up there. Also gonna add my Instagram and stuff, so you guys can go and follow that if you want to. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Peace.